Jonathan didn't know where he was going. He just looked at his armor bearer and said, come, let's go. We're going that way. I don't know what it's going to look like, but I'm going that way. And sometimes in life, it feels like that. Sometimes in life, you feel like you're going through the motions, but when you have your confidence and your faith in God, you know he's actually directing your paths, even if it doesn't feel like he is. Right, so in 1 Samuel 14, verse 4, it says this, within the passes, right, as they're on their journey, by which Jonathan sought to go over to the Philistine garrison, there was a rocky crag on the one side and a rocky crag on the other side. What is a crag? A crag is a group of cliffs that allowed for Jonathan to go unseen by the Philistines and to be able to sneak up around them and infiltrate them. Why is this important? Because this is an opportunity. This was a moment where Jonathan recognized, man, God is on my side. He's providing a way for me to go unseen by the enemy, to sneak into enemy territory, and they can't even see me coming. And there's moments in life, right, where the only way you can see a blessing like that, the only way you can recognize that, man, God is really doing something behind the scenes is if you make the decision to show up. Because check this out, Jonathan never would have walked across that if he never would have left the land. Jonathan would have never walked towards the blessing, towards the provision that God was bringing in his life for him to find victory over the Philistines if he never would have made the bold decision to say, listen, I'm stepping out in faith. And there's times in our life where we're praying to God and we're asking for a breakthrough, we're asking for a sign, we're asking for a miracle, but we're not even bold enough to move our feet. We're praying, we're seeking him, which is awesome because I know we're Pentecostal and we're spiritually driven, but sometimes we need to be physically driven and we want to put our hands and our feet into action and say, listen, I received the blessing, I received the victory, I received the freedom that Jesus has given me, but I have a responsibility as well to play. Like I was mentioning earlier, some of us are going through struggles in our marriages and we're praying. And we're asking for God to show up. God, show up. Change their heart, not mine. You know how it goes. We're asking for God to change our marriages, and we're complaining, but then we're not at small groups at church and finding accountability with a group of men to help us. We're looking for change in our house, but we're not getting counseling. Oh, because I don't do counseling. I pray to the Lord. He is my counselor. But yeah, sometimes you need somebody to just tell you you're dumb. I'm sorry, just sometimes you do. Sometimes you need somebody to tell you you're acting a fool, you need to get right, and you need to stop doing this, and this, and that. So you can actually start being the man, the husband, and the wife that God has made you and formed you to be. I've learned that don't expect for God to show out if you're not expecting to show up. Don't expect for God to do something powerful in your life if you're not willing to have the faith that God, here I am. Use me. I'll go wherever you want me to go. I'll serve wherever you want me to serve.
God is doing so much here at Arise Church, and we want you to be a part of it. Stay connected with us on our YouTube channel, Facebook, and Instagram, and wherever you can find us online at My Arise Church, and we'll see you next week.